Alright, welcome back, Collective. I'm actually going to pause before I start the weekly readings for the week of the 14th through the 21st and deliver this prophetic dream that I had, very vivid, okay? Um, I had two dreams, well, it's really three, okay? Um, I feel like the first one is kind of connected to this third one, so I'll probably mention a couple of details. I really just feel like the signs is what's most significant. But then that second reading, second dream that I had, I really feel like that's for Geminis. Okay. So I'll tell you what, if you feel like this message is significant to you, just check out Gemini's reading for the week of the 14th through the 21st. Okay. So the song that I was channeled to deliver for this message, guys, is DMX. What They Want From Me. Okay. So y'all go Google the song, go YouTube it, let it play. Okay, because I've actually been guided to write down every single name. Because if you hear your name or you hear a name that you know, this could be significant to you guys. I actually noticed it said 111 when I said that. Okay, it could be some type of warning that the divine is trying to send to you. Okay, especially um, being that the things happened the way they happened. Okay, so with this dream, guys, give me a second. Okay, let's see here, collective. My apologies. I'm gonna spray a little Palo Santo because it's a little heavy. I ain't gonna lie. This is. I even told a friend about it, and they was like, "Man, you have some very vivid dreams." Like, yeah, I bet. Okay, cool. The reason why I'm delivering this dream, guys, is there is like a feminine altercation. So I don't know if it's significant to. I mean, several signs it has came up for them to dodge some type of altercation. I do remember it being said in Leo's reading prior, in a Sagittarius reading prior, possible Libra reading prior. Okay, and I believe Capricorn reading prior. So whether that's your sign or not, like I said, just be mindful what this dream means for you. Okay, so and I was in this dream. I'm not gonna stun you guys. Know a lot of my dreams they come as if I'm just kind of visualizing something that's happening. Okay, and I do kind of feel like I was visualizing it, but then again, I kind of feel like I was there. Okay, like involved in a dream. Okay, so and I feel like I was placed in this dream, like I said, because I'm put in a position I am to speak. Okay, so like I said, let this be a warning. Let this be somebody's message that they need to hear to prevent some type of altercation that is actually being planned and plotted. Okay, so what I got from this dream was in this dream, guys, I was prior to going to this particular house, right? I had drove past. Okay, because I remember bringing it up in the dream that I had drove past, and I seen an unfamiliar female get out the car with a female that I did know. Okay, and they were actually heading towards the house. Didn't think nothing of it. Okay, think I was going somewhere and wound up just going ahead and staying on my route. Okay, that could be why somebody needs to possibly stay on route here at 333 on the camera, because let's just say um, time went on. I don't know what I actually went on to do. Okay, but somehow I still wind up going back to this house. Okay, so, and I ain't gonna stunt y'all. I done drew it out. I can't make this up. Okay, yeah, I can't really see it. Let me see which one is the one. Okay, it will be this one at the top. So let me kind of try to fold it. I'm just gonna try to show y'all a little bit. Okay, so y'all may not even be able to see the writing because I wrote really small and in cursive, possibly beneficial to the message. But in that song, What These Want From a Nigga, okay, by DMX, okay, he names 46 names. Okay, so as I literally just wrote down every name, I thought that was very significant because 4 and 6 breaks down to a 10. And that's what I feel like is this is some type of plot for a feminine altercation, but it's like a gang of females, okay, with the intention to possibly end somebody's life, okay. Um, it's so crazy because as I was walking out the door, I knew what was going to happen next without knowing what was going to happen next because I woke up, okay. But something that Spirit brought to me was a back pain that I had about 2 weeks ago, towards like mid back, little bit away from the spinal cord, a little bit away from my spinal cord, uh, like in this area, let's say like right here, would go through the body and line it up with the back. So it felt like a backstabbing. So I don't know if that's like a backstabbing betrayal of somebody that somebody knew in this situation, or like I said, what I felt when I woke up from the dream was that the plan was to try to arouse the altercation, but when I didn't feed into it, okay, upon walking out the door, somebody was gonna try to pull a slip one, okay, and kind of like try to jab me in the back with a knife. So whether it's just like I said, you guys being warned about some type of betrayal, or you guys are trying to be prevented from even entering some type of home situation that leads up to some type of backstabbing, literally, by what I feel like are female energies. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to the dream. Um, the dream, guys. So there was this reader, okay, and I want to say Leo energy. I do not know this girl's sign for nothing, and it's crazy because it's like I know it, but for some reason I keep getting caught between Leo and Cancer. So what I got from this, I don't think she has a platform though. This is like somebody who possibly does it out the home, okay, and allows people to come over to the home and may pull out their cards, okay. And this female energy was actually only using this deck, okay. I don't know if somebody may have gifted it to her. Maybe this was the first deck she started with, but she literally only had this deck, okay. So I don't know why, but this is like one of the few decks I'm being guided not to use for this weekly's messages, okay? Because I'm just good at what I do, so I really don't need the decks, okay? But at the same time, I like to have some type of guidance and direction as I do the message. So once again, it was this girl sitting there at a table, right? It looked like one of those Family Dollar tables. I'm not gonna lie, one of them $10 Family Dollar tables, y'all know, the box ones. Okay, you usually take like four folding chairs, you sit around them. It was like that. She was actually sitting in like a folding chair. So, but it's like a front door, right? And when you walk into this front door, once you open the door, like catty corner from the doorway is where she was sitting. Okay, so the whole time I was kind of sitting, not necessarily in front of the chair, across the table from her, but I was standing at a view where I saw her do like readings on everybody in the room who was interested, I guess, in having a reading done. And this is why I say part of the dream felt like I was just there observing, and what felt like another dimension, just standing there watching. But then part of it actually, I actually got involved. Okay, so like I said, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people in this room. Okay, so for some of you guys, when I said 8, as soon as I thought of 8, I thought of like karmic cycles. So this could be a decision literally that somebody needs to make a different choice this lifetime that may have actually played a big role in maybe why they may be back this lifetime. Okay, entertaining female friends that were not their real friends. Okay, it was a setup. It felt strongly like a setup. Okay, so like I said, everybody went around the room getting a reading done by this young lady. Like I said, Cancer or Leo energy for some of you guys. I'm not even gonna stunt. I felt a tad bit of like Pisces. Okay, and that's only because as of like opening the door, like the whole time in the house, it was like light outside. But then up on me trying to leave the house, going out the door, it was like dark. So for some reason, I just thought of like moon energy, and that's what gave me that Pisces feeling. So I don't know if this is a Pisces reader, Leo reader, or this is a Cancer reader. I don't know, but like I said, the person does not have a platform. I know that for sure because this person was definitely like an amateur at this, which is why they were using just one deck. And Louis was doing like people that Louis, I guess, came to the home. Okay, so like I said, going in this house, you guys, I was observing everything at first. And so the thing about it is that how they were sitting. Okay, so remember how I said the door was made. Once you come in the door, this is where this young lady was sitting. So her back would be towards the door. Okay. So just imagine me sitting across from the table, but I wasn't at the table with her. I was sitting off of a bed, okay, which I don't know because this felt like a front room, but then I don't know, it felt like a bedroom, okay. But I was sitting on a bed, okay. This side of the bed, just standing on the other side of the bed, was a gentleman, masculine energy Taurus, okay, and he had on black and white, okay. So when I think of black and white, I think of Libra. So I don't know if Taurus is significant or Libra is significant in this situation, or this is some type of justice, karmic balance once again, where somebody has to repeat a certain situation, possibly to make a different choice. Okay. But the Taurus energy was standing like on the other side of the bed, like I'm sitting at the end of the bed, front of it, and he was standing like off to the side of the bed, standing there. Okay. There was marijuana in the room, and I believe they had some X pills. I don't know, but anywho, back to this reader, because she was sitting at the table, the square table. And like I said, each person was getting up and out of the thing. So, there was sitting off to the side of this young lady a Capricorn female energy, and she had somebody with her. Now, backing up a little bit, remember when I told y'all I drove past and I seen someone I knew? I knew the Capricorn, but she was getting out the car with a female energy, light skin, that I did not know. Okay? Same two people in those chairs. Capricorn was sitting next to this reader, okay? And then there was the girl that I didn't know, okay? So, it's so crazy because I didn't feel like I was a part of this dream until I really started to pick up the energy of that unfamiliar female energy, because it started to feel like she was aiming energy at me, negative energy, okay? For me not to feel like I was in a room, it's almost like she pulled me into the actual room in a sense, because it's like something energetically happened. I felt like that. I can say that. Because I feel like nobody was seeing me at first. And then it's just like once I tuned into this young lady's energy and noticed how negative I got, a feeling like a vibe from her that felt so negative. But it's like she was looking over in my direction. Okay, is what literally pulled me into the dream. Next thing I know, I'm at the table. Okay, and the young lady about to do a reading on me. So the funny part, guys, she never got to do this reading on me, which I felt like that was very significant, because in a sense, you got to be mindful who tap into your stuff, because just because they're giving you information on you, especially when it comes to personal readings, like I say, we can get on these platforms and whoever resonate, but we don't know who resonates. We're just doing our messenger part of it. But when you actually go in depth and actually go to somebody's home and actually sit across from somebody, you are actually allowing that person access to your, okay, energetic aura, I would say. Now, whatever is shown in the cards is shown in the cards. I learned that the hard way, guys, because I actually had a friend, particularly Pisces energy, who did a reading on me, and she just saw like 10 of cups and 10 of pentacles and just everything she saw. And next thing I know, she started to be a lot more nicer to me, and just I got a different reaction out of her, and that let me know right then and there, you have to be careful who you allow to do your readings, because they see things just as well as they're showing you, and you never know the intent. Okay, not saying she had a negative one, but I did notice a switch up of behaviors. And then she even said that she got really happy as she was telling me what it was saying, and said I was supposed to partner with somebody, and was actually saying like it should be her, and only in us actually trying to do some readings together for the channel, that I just started to notice that there was not just differences between us, but there was actually something a lot deeper that spirit, I'm gonna say, made clear to me. Okay, so going back to this dream, you got this reader here, this Capricorn here, this unfamiliar female. So now I'm at the table. She never got to pull a card. Okay, now Catty corner on this side of the table. Remember, Capricorn, unfamiliar female, Taurus over here. Over here, we got Aries. The Aries female stood there the whole time. Okay, didn't get no bad vibe from her. She just kind of was like a cool energy just there. Okay, possibly was entertained by the readings and just possibly interested. Okay, I'm just looking at my paper to make sure I counted everybody. And then it was like a mother figure, Aries energy, in the next room with a child, if not children. Okay, it's like I knew for sure there was kids in there, but I just assumed it was a child, because I have one child. So I was just like, I know my baby in there, because that's how I felt sitting at the table. It's like, I know my daughter in there. Okay, but if anybody else in the room may have had children, I believe the children was also in that room with what I feel like was an older parental figure, Aries. I know for sure Aries, because in this dream it was actually my mom. Okay, so Aries energy in the room, Aries standing here, Leo, possibly Cancer, possibly Pisces energy sitting across from me. Capricorn, unfamiliar female, Taurus. Okay. Um, the thing about this dream that's significant collective is the fact that the Capricorn and the unfamiliar female got up and moved over across the room to like right here. Like they set at a different position. Now, if anyone's a fighter, we know what's up. I'm just gonna say that because that's the vibe I strongly got. Was she was getting prepared to sit at an angle that was within my parental view. Okay, instead of giving me a forefront where I can see you, see me, see you, you try to go sit off to the side. Okay, where it would be like what you thought was a blind spot. Me being me, I actually turned my body at angle. This is why we never got to the reading with the girl, because so much happened. 1555, so much happened. Okay, let me pause for a second. Okay, so I had to pause because I wanted to recount and make sure it was 8 people that I did name. Okay, so there had to be at least 2 children in that room for sure, because I think that's what it is. My daughter was playing with somebody. Now, if it was more than 2, then I don't know. Okay, but for sure 8 people. I just paused and counted and it was like 7. Okay, that's because she was playing with somebody. Now, how many other kids she was playing with, I don't know, but I know for sure she was playing with another child. Okay, so anywho, just wanted to get my facts right about this dream, especially before I get these names, because like I said, whether I say your name or I say somebody's name significant to you, just be mindful of some type of betrayal here. That's a possible setup. So when I turned my body and angled it, she didn't like that. The girl that was with the Capricorn energy. And she actually said something. She was just like, is there a problem? And I was like, no, ain't no problem. I mean, unless you got a problem with me, baby. I don't even know you. Okay? And she just started to blab off at the mouth about, well, I'm just saying. It's like she didn't have a reason. So then it became about her making it seem like I had an attitude and that I was looking at her funny. And I'm just saying you turned your body in a position like you had a problem. No, I ain't got no problem. It's just what you do in a situation where you're in a room full of people and it's somebody you don't know. You don't leave yourself at a blind spot, baby. That's rule number 1. I don't know you. And what I'm feeling from you already is got my guard up. You see what I'm saying? I this is what I'm saying. And she was like, well, ain't no need to have your guard up unless you got a problem. And I'm just like, what is she, who do you think you throwing reverse psychology at? You know what I'm saying? So, instantly in that moment, once I realized she was playing a reverse psychology role, I started to like introduce some like a inner thought where it was just like, she's starting something, right? This girl don't got no reason to be fighting, like trying to pick a fight with you. She's picking a fight with you. Okay, do not fall into the trap. So I'm like, from there I just calmed all the way down. I was like, I'm not finna get roused up. I'm not finna even entertain it. Okay. I actually kind of turned back towards the reader girl, but kept my body in the same position. And was telling her, like, little hints. Like, get you some sage. If this is what you really going to be doing, get you some sage. Okay, because what she had, guys, was she had some type of water bottle with some spray in it, and she just kept spraying it on the actual cards. And I was like, one, you want to do your aura field. Okay, arms out, around, all this is what you should be spraying. Okay, not your actual deck. That's where you'll damage your deck. Okay, and I told her to get some sage, because perfect example energies like that can actually tamper with the energy of you doing a reading. So now I question every reading she had done prior, because that energy had been in the room since I came in. Okay, and they were actually sitting inside of her. So that's really a big caution when you allow somebody in your actual aura as you're doing somebody's reading. So these are just tips I decided to go ahead and focus on. Anything other than this female over here that I knew was trying to pick a fight. Okay, so she still said something else. She said something under her breath, and then she was like, oh, she's trying to act like she don't hear me now. The energy in me, guys, was just like, wow, like, this is really, so I'm like, it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hearing these guys, I'm hearing the Aries discuss with the Taurus, like, we don't got no relos, okay? So that's my call. I'll go to the store for y'all. I'll go get you some relos. Let me go and get y'all some relos. So in my mind, I had already made up a reason to get the hell up out of there. Okay? But before I could, the young lady was trying to, it's like she literally was trying not to let me leave without her getting some type of altercation off. So she was like, yeah, the B tried to act like she didn't hear me. So obviously, I just turned again. It was like, actually, I heard everything you said. I'm very good at, my senses are very cold. I said, but the thing about it is there's no need to feed into what you're talking about because I don't know you and you don't know me. So the whole time I started, as I'm talking to this young lady, something pulled my attention to focus on the Capricorn. Because I knew Capricorn. And next, in my mind, it's just like I had this knowing that it was something Capricorn had to tell this woman about me. Because you don't know me and I don't know you. For you to feel some type of way about me and we have not met until this moment, it had to be off of somebody else's perspective or opinion. So now I'm noticing Capricorn's action, whereas the lady's talking, Capricorn kind of in the corner like this, like next to the lady, we're trying to look at the floor and everything else but me. And I felt like there was guilt. Because at that moment she knew I was catching on to the fact that, baby, I'm far from a fool. So when I say all these things about my perspective, I feel like this is the perspective somebody needs to take in a situation where somebody's trying to lure somebody into some type of trap. And it's like they're trying to use somebody's reaction against them. Like somebody just needs you to get amped, baby. They are already waiting. You see what I'm saying? So like I said, I'm noticing Capricorn. And at this point, I done got enough from Capricorn's action to decipher what's really going on here. And I've actually brought it up. Okay? I was like, but you don't know me and I don't know you. So the only thing that could have you somewhere feeling some type of way about me is what somebody else might have told you about me. I said, but when you ain't trying to get to know me and you willing to go off of what somebody else said, that's just something I'm not willing to give my energy to. So now I'm getting up now. You know what I'm saying? I'm yelling to get Faith on. Come on, baby, let's finna go ahead and go to this stuff. Because they was going to be some real oldest people because I was not coming back. Okay? And it wasn't out of fear. It was just smart. Okay? It was just smart. Okay? And it's so crazy. It's only in waking up that I realized, like, it wasn't just smart. It saved my life. Because like I said, waking up 22:22 on the clock, I knew that a pain I had 2 weeks ago was connected to this dream because there was going to be a backstab. Okay? So what I thought was just smart in me coming out of the dream, only when waking up and coming to the knowing of what the actual intention was, the ending, okay, did I, make sense of possibly, like I said, something that seemed like it was just a smart choice to make may have actually saved my life in this dream. So now I'm, like I said, working myself on up out the chair. I actually even noticed that the girl never got to flip a card for me. That was another moment I noticed something else. It's like that she never got to flip a card for me because this ain't that. You know what I'm saying? So it's so much you can notice within just one dream. See how vivid it is? Okay, so anywho, I can tell you what color these people's clothes was. Homegirl had on a red hoodie, if anybody need to know. Okay, cool. Capricorn had on a black t-shirt. Okay, cool. I can't make this up. Aries had on a red top as well, but it was more like a fitted shirt. Okay, cool. If that helps anybody. So I started working myself on up, getting on up out the room. Daughter came, stood by the door, and I'm now walking around, kind of moving around Aries to go on out the door. And like I say, opening the door, whole time I remember being bright. And as soon as I opened the door, it was kind of dark outside. So that's why I got that feeling of a little bit of Pisces moon energy. But then also Pisces is ruled by, Cancer is ruled by the moon. So that's why I said this young lady that was doing the readings could have been a Cancer or a Leo. I don't know. Okay. But, yeah, like I said, then I woke up from the dream, guys. But I made it out the door. I feel like I did. Okay. I really do. And I actually had my daughter to walk in front of me for that reason. Because I just don't play with people. Okay. But the biggest thing that I question is why was Aries standing by the door the whole time? Okay. That's what really got me. Was the only person that could have stabbed me in my back was the person that was closest to the door. So I don't know if it's an Aries energy that's significant in this situation, or if an Aries energy is possibly being warned of the same setup that somebody's going to try to play. And what it is that somebody's bringing somebody around, somebody that don't know somebody, but they know of something. some type of animosity that I feel like has already started, because me and Capricorn wasn't even on bad terms, but even to this day, me and Capricorn really don't speak. Okay, and I really can't tell you why. I just started to get bad vibes, and I'm the type I'll just follow my intuition. If my intuition tell me you're not who I left off as you being, then I'm gonna trust it, because it just got to a point being around that Capricorn. Every time I would be around her, I started to feel the need to grab my Glock. So when I have stuff like that, before I get to a point of just constantly having to grab my Glock, I'm just gonna get the hell away from you, because I don't know what you got going on, but my aura is not allowing me to not be around you and not feel the need to have to protect myself. Okay, so with that being said, I'm trying to keep this at 30 minutes. Let me get to these names, because once again, the channel song that I was pulled to up on Rising is that what these want from me. And when I thought about, like, Spirit, why would you have me channel that song? And when I realized he named all these people, I said, that is exactly why. Okay, so with that being said, I'm not gonna stun. I know a couple of names on this list. So whoever it may help. Okay, like I said, it could be your name that you heard, or it could be somebody else's name. But if it's definitely somebody's name that you know you have had a past altercation with, or you have started to feel unsafe around, whatever it is, okay, just be mindful of what this message means for you. Okay, and something here, it feels past life. It feels like a choice that needs to be made differently. Like, what I feel like I could have did differently was, once I rolled past and got that funny vibe when I seen that person I didn't know, it was not to go back to the house. But as you see, I knew everybody in the room with this one person, so I allowed my loyalty to go with outside myself and still show up for people that I fuck with, versus fucking with myself, to know, like, nah, once something is off, it's probably off. Okay. So let's see, guys, because you got Brenda, Letitia, Linda, Felicia, Don, LaShawn, Inez, Alicia, Teresa, Monica, Sharon, Nikki, Lisa, Veronica, Karen, Vicky, Cookie, Tanya, Diane, Lori, Carla, Marina, Selena, Katrina, Sabrina, 3 Kims, a Latoya, and a Tina. Okay? Shelly, Bridget, Cavi, Rashida, Kelly, Nicole, Angel, Juanita, Stacy, Tracy, Rhonda, Donna, Yolanda, Tawana, Wanda. Okay? Let me say them again. And that is, y'all wouldn't believe it, because I was at 43, and then I had to skip over to Kim because I knew it was 3 of them. And then when I added the 3 Kims, I said 46. Wow, that breaks down to a 10. So I really feel like the depthness of this message is actually going to help somebody not just make a different choice, but honestly close out some type of past life cycle. It can even be past life karma. Okay? So be mindful. Like I said, especially if you feel the need to check out Gemini, because Gemini reading coming with an even heavier dream. And I had these back to back, so I don't know what the hell. Okay? But just be mindful. If you hear your name, a name sounds familiar, just be mindful if it's the energy. That I can say this about everybody in the room, is I haven't seen these people in a long time. Okay? If you haven't been around somebody or interacted with somebody in a long time, okay, just be mindful of if they reach out or you feel need to pop up or they pop up on you. It's like there's a need to and it felt like the Capricorn knew what the girl was on. So that's why I'm trying to lean more towards not saying like the people in the room was on some setup shit, like it was just planned. But I'm trying to lean toward the fact that Capricorn and that girl knew what they was coming in their own. Okay? The only reason why I question the loyalty of the room is because for 2 people to come in there with some type of motive, and the room, you knowing everybody in the room, the only way you pull that type of move that bold and you know you outnumbered is if something you know that somebody else don't know. Like, you got, like, it makes me get the vibe like people hanging out without you knowing they hanging out. So now people are actually closer to them than they are with you. Like, loyalty has switched. Okay? And just be mindful. And it may not even be that. It just could be like drama stir people where they don't care about seeing some shit pop off. Okay, they might not even be aware that somebody's whole intention was to actually stab somebody. Others, you guys, like I said, may not be as deep as an actual stabbing. It could be just you becoming enlightened on some type of betrayal that somebody may have planned against you. Because, like I said, the betrayal to me would be Capricorn, to put me in a situation that you knew somebody felt some type of way. If not, you played a role in actually causing somebody to feel some type of way because your perspective of me has now altered some type of animosity within someone else towards me that don't even know me. Okay, so just be mindful. Once again, I'm going to say these names. 30, I just saw 30, 33 on the clock. So just be mindful. If you hear your name up, like I said. Brenda, Letitia, Linda, Felicia, Don, LaShawn, Inez, Alicia, Teresa, Monica, Sharon, Nikki, Lisa, Veronica, Karen, Vicky, Cookie, Tanya, Diane, Lori, Carla, Marina, Selena, Katrina, Sabrina, 3 Kims, Latoya, Atina, Shelly, Bridget, Cabby, Rashida, Kelly, Nicole, Angel, Juanita, Stacy, Tracy, Rana, Rhonda, Donna, Yolanda, Tawana, Wanda. Okay? And masculine energies, you guys are welcome. And I say that because there was one masculine in the room. So I don't know if this message actually could play a role in helping a masculine. But if it is a masculine, it may be a masculine Gemini. Okay? Possibly a cuss baby. And I only say that because it was a Taurus. So that instantly makes me think of with that Libra, that black and white, that 2 sides. Yeah. This could actually be for a cuss baby. So just be mindful of something here. Okay? Well, like I said, it's the need to avoid something here. Okay? So, now that is out, okay, namaste. We're going to go ahead and move to the messages, guys. I will see you guys later. Make sure you guys check out your weekly messages, okay? Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Like, share, subscribe, okay? I always just say, if you can, just like the videos. It only allows them to be seen more by other people. Okay, it actually requests the video to other people who actually like to check into readings. And with 46 names on her, please like the video, because if it ain't your message, it's definitely somebody's message. Okay, so sending peace, love, high vibration, okay, and light. You gotta stay safe. Okay, especially we coming up on Valentine's Day. Those are the main days people decide to get together. So just be mindful of something here, but it does also feel timeless. Okay. So I will see you guys later, and I really, really, really hope that this message helps somebody avoid some type of betrayal. Okay? All right, y'all.